What's up, man? It's your big brother K Reno. I want to shout out to my homie Kofi from Kofi's Universe. Y'all make sure to subscribe to his channel and support everything he got going on because he be dropping that knowledge. Yeah!
YouTube, salute. Infinite Coles recently spoke to Daily Mail about his strained and complex relationship with his father, Ghostface, whom he apparently hasn't spoken to in over a decade. He recently released a few singles from his upcoming album, Sweet Face Killah, that comes out December 5th, that address their long standing rift. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So, for those unaware, Coles is an openly gay member of New York City's ballroom scene. He says his sexuality is what led to Ghostface alleged neglect, but that doesn't mean all of his family connections are broken down. So he came out and said he's close to his mom's side of the family. My uncle Rizza and I grew up with that side of the family. My cousins, I think, when I was a kid, had a great time, But you get older and you become yourself, and people either distance themselves or love you for you. As I got older, my dad seen some things in me that he didn't like. He just distanced himself. He would randomly pop up. There's no moments I can remember where we were together for an entire month or a whole week. Wow. Um, it was like, oh, dad's in town. Maybe he'll call up and bring us to a restaurant or something. But those were my childhood days, and I think the shift changed when I started living as who I am with my sexuality. I think when he found out about it or started to have thoughts about it, I think that's when the distance really happened because I have brothers and sisters, and he always talks to them. I've always been who I am, and I'm always remember hearing a lot of the slurs, you know, faggot, things like that, or kind of resonated with me growing up. So, in addition, Infinite characterized Ghostface distance as understandable given the absence of Ghostface's own father growing up. He praised his storytelling and writing abilities and also thanked RZA, his biological mother's brother, for providing financial backing for the new album and financial support. Honestly, my Uncle RZA has been amazing. He's been like a dad. I love him so much. He's amazing. That is my guy right there, Cole's remark. He believed in me, always just didn't know how to brand me. But I appreciated him being honest with me. He always said, "You'll be bigger than your father." He always said that. I mean, shout out to RZA, man. Being there for a fa- I mean, excuse me, for a family member. I think that's a good thing. Being there for your family member first and foremost. I really don't know the situation between Ghostface and his son. I'm glad Infinite was able to come out and speak his mind, say what he got to say. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's three sides. It's Ghost side, it's his side, and the creator. The person above. The supreme being. I'm very sensitive to this because it's like there's old school people that's gonna say "F that Ghostface is right," and they're gonna call Infinite all kind of names. But there's people that's on Infinite side, the LGBTQ, gonna say, "Oh no, Ghostface is wrong. Let's ban Ghostface. We shouldn't support Ghostface music no more. You know, do not play his music on digital streaming platforms or boycott his concerts, stuff like that." To me, this is a father and son complex relationship. It's very difficult to even understand. You know, Ghostface hasn't spoke about it. I don't think he's going to let the world know how he really feels about him and his son's relationship because I think that's confidential. That's like under somebody's roof. You don't need to. Everybody don't need to know what's going on, especially when it's dealing with your family on social media. A lot of times, social media, the fans, we assume we supposed to know what's going on in your household. Hell no. I don't care what goes on with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and their children. That's their private life. What goes on behind closed doors. I don't care what goes on with Nas and Khalees, even though they're not together, but how they raise their son, Night. I don't care what goes on between 50 Cent and his baby mamas and all the other stuff. I mean, I report this stuff because as a journalist, but that's how far I'm gonna go. But I'm not like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there. I don't. Kendrick Lamar and his wife, fiance, whoever else, that's out there that has relationships. Erica Badu and her baby daddies, Common and Jennifer Hudson. The list goes on and on and on. I just care about people doing some great things, being positive to the community. You know, let's do great things. But if you're doing foul shit in your household, that's on you then. It's gonna come back to you. And I'm only saying that because that's a universal law. So you want to do effed up shit? Go ahead and do effed up shit. That's how I see it. That's how I look at it. Um, this is a sensitive topic because it's a father and his child. You know, the sexuality can make some people feel very uncomfortable. As far as like whoever is siding with Infinite, then you got the people that's siding with Ghostface. Now I know somebody's gonna come out and say, Kofi, who are you siding with? You got Ghostface back. I don't want to get involved, y'all. I just want to hopefully they can come together and sit down and talk. That's what I care about more than anything. If they can talk that out, hash it out, I think that's best for them. I'm supporting that. I'm not trying to take nobody's side because I don't want to see no father or a mother not have a relationship with their child. I know that happens. That happens a lot, no matter what race you are. But who wants that? I mean, I really want to see people heal. I want to see people be able to move forward in life. But I can't make that happen because some people are stuck in their ways. Some people are hurt. They don't want to seek therapy. They don't want to actually, you know, take initiative to do the work, the internal work, the deep rooted work. So all I can say is sending positive energy to that Coles family. And if they work it out, cool. That's the blessing. If they don't, there's nothing I can do is to say, hey, y'all, hopefully y'all have a good relationship with your parents. And if you are a parent, you have a good relationship with your children and vice versa with the grandchildren or anybody in your family member. But if you can't work it out with your family member, it is what it is. Try not to have a heavy heart. So, you won't have that stuff weighing you down, moving into your relationships, if it's with your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your children, your colleagues, or whoever else. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. I appreciate everybody, y'all. Salute.